Okay. Uh, well, first off, good afternoon, everybody. I want to first start off by thanking um, Mr. Mooney and Secretary Raffensperger for allowing me the opportunity to speak today, and also thank Mayor Bodker for all the support. So I know that I speak for all 9 of us student ambassadors when I say that we've grown as leaders. Actually, let me just introduce all of them. So we have Aditi Mohan, Akila Yella Pagada, myself, Asher Chakiri, Charlotte Lichtenfeld, Elizabeth Douglas, Janice Nam, Mehar Namani, Omer Majower, Tina Dong, and Kai Doublebaka. As I said, we've really grown as leaders through the SOS program. And this is mainly because it's through all the events that we hosted, which not only helped to educate the citizens of Johns Creek, but also taught us a lot ourselves. So, for example, the debates that we hosted required us to read up on a lot of state and local issues. The webinars that we conducted taught us a lot of things about women in government, women in STEM, climate change, the history of Johns Creek, to name a few. It also forced us to have some creativity and out-of-the-box thinking. As you know, we're in a pandemic right now, so it really forced us to adapt and transition our events to a virtual format. Like the debates, we had to transition those to a virtual setting. And we also had to brainstorm events that would educate and benefit the community, as well as find ways to organize them in a virtual setting.
Amassing an outstanding 130,700 points and completing 203 activities, Johns Creek not only won Region 6, but also went on to claim the top spot at this year's competition. This group of student ambassadors went above and beyond to earn this title, and we are so proud of their hard work and dedication to the program. And for winning this year's competition, Johns Creek will house the Student Ambassador Cup for a full year. I'd like to invite Ms. Irene Sanders, or an ambassador from Johns Creek, to share any additional remarks as this year's state champions.
My name is Akila Yella Pagada, and I'm one of the Johns Creek ambassadors for this year. Thank you to the Secretary of State, Mr. Raffensperger, and Mr. Mooney for allowing me to speak today. First of all, we are very ecstatic about scoring first place given the challenges of this year, and we all believe that this accomplishment is a reflection of our hard work and efforts. And if you were to ask us what we learned from this program, we could probably write a whole book, but I can confidently say that every ambassador on my team developed fantastic public speaking skills, and I've had the pleasure of watching everyone, webinar after webinar, become more confident in themselves and their public speaking skills, which is really incredible. Another point I'd like to make is even though the challenges of this year put us at a disadvantage because of our civic service opportunities were a bit limited, I think it was also a blessing in disguise because we learned to spontaneously solve issues during a virtual event. In other words, if one of us were having internet connectivity issues or we got kicked out of the Zoom event all of a sudden, we were very quick to solve the issue and cover up for someone and spontaneously manage to run the event very smoothly. And that is a very important skill to have in a real-world scenario. And not to mention, we're all experts at using Zoom now, so that's a bonus. And lastly, we've learned to work diligently as a team. Not only are we comfortable working with each other, but we've learned to pinpoint one another's strengths and areas for improvement, and really use that to our advantage when we were planning and executing a group event. Before I hand this over to the next speaker, I'd like to congratulate my team once again for winning the state championship. It was really an honor working with each and every one of you, and I'd like to thank our program director, Ms. Sanders, for all your help. I'd also like to congratulate every other team that competed this year. Whether you won your region or not, you still made an effort to be an active member of your community in the middle of a pandemic, and that's what truly makes you a Georgia Secretary of State Student Ambassador, and I applaud you for that. Thank you once again, and congratulations, everyone.